This video is sponsored by Trails of History. Have you ever wanted to walk the historic battlefields of World War I or World War II? Whether you're looking for an exclusive private trip or a ticketed group tour, we guarantee an incredible experience where history truly comes alive. Step into the past, visit our website and contact us today to book your ultimate battlefield tour. Just outside of Brussels sits Fort Breendonk. Originally built in the early 20th century to defend Belgium, its history took a dark turn during the Second World War. After the invasion of 1940, the Nazi regime transformed this military fortress into a harsh prison and transit camp. Over the next 4 years, approximately 3,500 people were imprisoned behind these heavy concrete walls. The inmates were a mix of resistance fighters, political dissidents, and Jewish citizens. They were subjected to forced labor, severe conditions, and brutality before many were ultimately deported to larger concentration camps in Eastern Europe. Today it stands as one of the best preserved camps from that era, serving as a solemn national memorial. Walking these grounds today is Dr. Richard Baum. At 101 years old, he is one of the last living World War II liberators. Born in Wisconsin, Richard served as an infantryman with the US Army's 20th Armored Division. And in April 1945, his unit fought its way through Germany and helped liberate the Dachau concentration camp. Recently, he traveled back to Europe with the veterans organization The Rifle, led by Andrew Biggio, visiting historical sites across Belgium and France. Walking through Breendonk with a man who actively fought to dismantle this regime is a profound experience. It strips away the distance of history, bringing the stark reality of 1944 and 1945 directly into the present day. After quietly touring the site and taking in the heavy reality of the fortress, we stopped to talk. I asked Richard what it meant for him to stand here today, and this is what Richard shared with us.
Seeing this makes it all worthwhile. The fighting we did makes it all worthwhile. Believe me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh.
Does seeing this place bring back a lot of memories of what your division did at Dachau? I know that your division is considered a liberating unit.
Yeah.
And so does it give you good perspective to see another camp?
It does, and this is much different from Dachau, of course, because that was a temporary camp with many barracks, and this was a permanent fort and with many buildings, but not barracks. But what it makes me feel is very justified and very good about helping to liberate Dachau and the American Army and the British and French armies and even Belgian resistance and liberating a camp like this. And it makes me feel very worthwhile.
And you're Jewish, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
And so there's another layer, not just being a liberating, but what they did.
It was very meaningful to me because I knew what was happening to the Jewish people, as everyone really did, what was happening to the Jewish people. So I was very happy and proud.
Well, we're happy that you joined us on this trip, and everyone's here with a living legend from World War II. So
yes,
thank you. I'm going to get a hug from you, all right?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a question for you as well. Is how important is it to you that as a World War II veteran that sites like this concentration camp here are being preserved and kept open to the public?
I think it's very important because it's very easy for the public to forget about it, to lose the sight of what a concentration camp meant in terms of human life. And something like this and something like Dachau and the concentration camps that are open now is a constant reminder that horrible things happen and they can happen again if we're not careful.
So, and if you could speak directly to the prisoners who were held here at like this concentration camp, knowing what you did for the prisoners in Dachau, what would you want to tell them?
Go out and live a good life, and I hope you survive a good life.
That's beautiful.
The important thing is to really go on and live and not dwell in the past. For them, it's very hard because they lived a horrible life, but to live for the future. And there's a man in LA who was 103 who was a prisoner at Auschwitz and Dachau and a number of different concentration camps. And he is still going strong, and he and I have been in a number of programs together there. And he was at Dachau and was one of the people well enough to walk, so that the Germans led him out of Dachau towards some mountains near Munich, and they were going to execute them and bury them as evidence of lack of evidence. But fortunately, the 442nd Infantry Regiment, which was Japanese-American soldiers, liberated them. And so he's alive today, but he's still going strong.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
That's awesome.
So he has learned to live with his past and make good use of it, but really enjoy life too.
Richard, thank you. Beautiful words. Thank you.
Okay.
Really appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
Did you see some of these boxcars? Did
Yeah.
you see any of these at Dachau?
Yeah.
Were they parked outside of Dachau?
Well, they're like the boxcars we went out of Germany in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we put bunks over here and then kept the middle part open.
And the man who brought him back, Andrew Biggio, I asked him as well what this meant for him.
So Andy, you and the Rifle Project brought back Richard Baum. Like, how is this experience for you to bring back a 20th Armored Division veteran who liberated the concentration camp of Dachau, bring him back on European soil to another concentration camp?
Yeah, it's a great accomplishment for me and my volunteers. We're so used to coming back to Belgium every year and staying in the Ardennes and doing Battle of the Bulge stuff. So I wanted to get a new perspective of what happened during World War II, especially regarding the liberation of camps and concentration camps and prisoner of war camps. So we shot out from the Ardennes today. We took Richard Baum, who was in the 20th Armored Division and, as you said, helped liberate southern Germany, and got his foresight and perspective on what his division did and seeing a concentration camp. And let's not forget, he is of Jewish faith, a Jewish background. So for him to see where people were held just because they were Jewish or political prisoners, it was important for him too. He's 101 years old now, and people will think that they did a lifetime of things, but here's something that he hasn't done yet, and that's seeing Breendonk concentration camp.
I want to thank Andrew Biggio from the Rifle for the work he's doing to bring World War II veterans back to Europe. It's important stuff, and keeping these stories alive is a really big deal. Andrew has spent years interviewing these veterans and put it all into 2 great books. If you want to read those stories or support what he is doing, check out the WWII Rifle.com. Go give it a look and help him keep the project going.